Survival. It's the primal instinct that courses through every Marine's veins. On the battlefield, survival hinges on a razor-thin edge. This is the brutal reality of war. It's a maelstrom of chaos and violence. Marines undergo rigorous training. They hone their bodies and minds. They master deadly fighting techniques. These techniques are shrouded in secrecy, passed down from one generation to the next. Their effectiveness is undeniable. They survive in hostile environments, but at what cost? The nature of these techniques raises ethical questions. Where is the line between necessary brutality and cruelty? Can a warrior master killing without losing humanity? These are the questions we must confront. World War II, a global conflict that birthed brutal fighting techniques. Among them, the Fairbairn-Sykes fighting knife. Designed for silent, lethal close-quarters combat, its double-edged blade was optimized for penetration, adopted by British commandos and American special forces. They mastered the art of wielding it with precision. Stories of its effectiveness spread. Whispers of silent takedowns sent chills down enemy spines. The Fairbairn-Sykes became a symbol of fear, a testament to the ruthlessness of the Allied forces. It remains in service, a chilling reminder of brutal warfare. The lineage of lethal Marine combat techniques extends far beyond the battlefields of World War II. Deep within their training regimen lie echoes of ancient martial arts, refined over centuries by warriors from across the globe. Ninjutsu, the shadowy art of the Japanese ninja, emphasizes stealth, deception, and the exploitation of an opponent's weaknesses. Marines draw inspiration from these principles, learning to move silently, to blend with their surroundings, and to strike with deadly precision when least expected. From the islands of the Philippines comes eskrima, a lightning-fast style of stick and knife fighting. The fluidity and adaptability of eskrima are mirrored in Marine close-quarters combat training, enabling them to adapt to rapidly changing situations and turn everyday objects into improvised weapons. These ancient arts are not merely historical curiosities. They are living, breathing combat systems, honed and adapted for the modern battlefield. By incorporating these time-tested techniques, Marines gain a tactical edge, drawing upon the accumulated wisdom of warriors past. Modern warfare demands adaptability. It requires techniques that are as brutal as they are efficient, capable of neutralizing threats swiftly and silently. The Iraqi neck choke, a controversial technique allegedly employed by some Marines, embodies this chilling pragmatism. Details of the technique are shrouded in secrecy, whispered among those who claim to have learned it. Unlike traditional chokeholds that constrict airflow, the Iraqi neck choke is rumored to target the carotid arteries and vagus nerve, potentially inducing unconsciousness or even death within seconds. Proponents of the technique argue its effectiveness in close-quarters combat, particularly in situations where lethal force is deemed necessary but firearms are impractical or undesirable. They claim that it allows for rapid incapacitation, minimizing risk to the Marine and potentially preventing collateral damage. However, the Iraqi neck choke remains a subject of intense debate. Its legality and ethical implications are hotly contested, with critics denouncing it as a form of extrajudicial killing, a violation of the rules of engagement that govern modern warfare. The fog of war often blurs the lines between right and wrong. Nowhere is this more evident than in tactical questioning. This term encompasses interrogation techniques to extract information. Methods like sleep deprivation and sensory overload operate in a legal gray area. Others, like waterboarding, are condemned as torture. The ethical implications are profound. Proponents argue it can yield vital intelligence. They point to thwarted attacks and captured targets. Opponents counter that torture is unreliable. They argue it degrades human dignity and the rule of law. The debate is a reminder of the cost of victory. How far are we willing to go for national security? The true cost of war extends far beyond the battlefield. Those who train in the art of killing carry invisible wounds, scars etched deep within their psyches. The act of taking a human life, even in the heat of combat, can leave lasting psychological trauma. Post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety, depression, and insomnia are common among veterans, often exacerbated by the guilt, shame, and moral conflict associated with lethal combat training. The very techniques designed to ensure survival can become a double-edged sword, haunting those who have mastered them. Nightmares, flashbacks, and panic attacks can plague veterans, turning everyday life into a minefield of triggers and anxieties. The psychological toll of war is a debt that society often fails to repay. Recognizing and addressing the invisible wounds inflicted by lethal combat training is not merely a matter of compassion, but a moral imperative. The year is 2004. The world watches in horror as images from Abu Ghraib prison emerge, revealing the depravity inflicted upon Iraqi detainees by American soldiers, including members of the U.S. military police. The photographs depict a chilling tableau of abuse and humiliation: naked prisoners stacked in pyramids, forced into stress positions, threatened by dogs, subjected to sexual degradation. The scandal sent shockwaves across the globe, shattering America's image as a beacon of freedom and justice. While the abuses at Abu Ghraib were perpetrated by individuals who deviated from their training and violated military law, the scandal serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of unchecked aggression. It underscores the need for rigorous oversight, ethical leadership, and unwavering adherence to the Geneva Conventions. The ghosts of Abu Ghraib continue to haunt us, a chilling testament to the fragility of human morality and the ever-present potential for darkness to seep into even the most well-intentioned endeavors. The evolution of warfare has led to increasingly sophisticated and lethal combat techniques. From the brutal efficiency of the Fairbairn Sykes knife to the controversial Iraqi neck choke, these techniques raise profound ethical questions about the nature of warfare itself. Can we reconcile the need for battlefield effectiveness with the fundamental principles of human dignity? Is it possible to train soldiers to kill without extinguishing their humanity? Where do we draw the line between necessary brutality and wanton cruelty? There are no easy answers to these questions. They are the dilemmas that have plagued military strategists, philosophers, and ethicists for centuries. As technology continues to blur the lines of warfare, these questions will only become more pressing. We must engage in open and honest dialogue about the true cost of war, not just in terms of casualties and destruction, but also in the invisible scars it leaves on those who fight our battles. Only by confronting the uncomfortable truths of modern warfare can we hope to navigate the ethical minefield that lies ahead.